I saw this video the other day Kevin put out, and I want you to watch it through its entirety because this pretty much sums up almost every conversation he has. He doesn't listen. He's just rude, very, very rude, very disrespectful, and he thinks it's hilarious. So I'm going to speed through it just a little bit.
And to just end that, with that being said, I try not to have that happen with me and my kids. You know what I mean? So,
you try not to do what now with your kids?
The things that I've seen with my own family, I try not to do that. I try to do the opposite.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, if you're even friends with someone that isn't doing the same thing,
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, ma'am, you're not making it. Okay, stop. I need you to breathe. Okay. You're just talking. I try not to do things the same. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have kids at home?
I do.
Are you married?
I'm not.
All right. Are you seeing someone?
No.
So what are we talking about?
We were talking about a comment that I've heard you make a couple of times as far as
you're not married. You're not seeing anybody. So why should you have any discord with your kids? There's no relationship.
That doesn't mean that I'm never going to see anyone. That doesn't mean that I'm not dating. You know. So
and now he starts with the pettiness. See the smacking and all of these sound effects. It could be entertainment, but like the excessiveness.
That's fine. Fuck this shit, I'm not. Fuck this shit, I'm
not. You idiot woman! You idiot woman!
Excuse me, but I don't have enough.
You idiot woman! Idiot woman!
They're all idiots to him. I see that now, and oh man, it's so embarrassing that that I actually thought he was trying to get to the root of the problem at first. He seems to have this deep hatred towards women, and he can be agreeable with them or allow them in his presence only if it's a very conditional sort of relationship he has with the women. If they are agreeing with him and bowing to him and humbling themselves to him, that's the only way. And as soon as they disagree with him, it's over. It is over.
I told you. What did I tell you?
You know what? I am struggling depending on this.
And when did I tell you? A long time ago. Exactly what just happened.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh my God.
How does a professional person who wants to be seen as this highfalutin sort of high value status man put out videos like this? It is just annoying, if anything. So if somebody could get an interview with one of his ex-wives, oh man, that would be very, very interesting to hear what they had to say about how any sort of conflict in their relationship. I would imagine it would be a lot of walking on eggshells and trying not to upset him or disagree in any sort of way, because then it would just ruin the whole day for everyone, that sort of thing. Yeah, never any compromise. It doesn't matter what you're arguing about. He will never see your point of view or never acknowledge that you could possibly be right about anything, because it doesn't matter what you're talking about. This guy is always right. I think he has kids. Someone says he owes child support. So I've heard him talk about what is expected of this sort of ideal wife that he's, imagines a woman should be. And he talks about how because he's making so much money and supporting the family that she needs to be taking care of everything else. Not just the house, not just cooking and errands and all of the stuff we typically take care of, but you have to take care of the children. He has said that he shouldn't have to even do homework or anything like that with the kids. So everything that is to do with the children is her responsibility, the house. She also needs to work out and dress herself up beautifully all the time, and yeah, so it's an impossible job to fill, right? That's why a lot of busy moms, have a bun in their hair and are walking around in leggings a lot of the time, and a reasonable man understands this, right? He's happy that he has a good woman that can handle so many responsibilities. So I'm just trying to imagine. He comes home from work, props his feet up, expects dinner to be hot and ready and brought to him, as well as the children being taken care of and any needs they need met. The mother needs to simultaneously do that. Like, when he's present, I get the feeling he's not helping with anything. I mean, he says this, right? Because he's making all the money. I mean, this is why he isn't married. He does still give some good advice, I have to say. I still agree with him on certain things, but knowing, like, where it's coming from, it kind of makes me want to dismiss him completely, because it does feel like it's coming from this place of hate anyway. One more thing I want to mention about the projection, though, because in the same way that no man is ever at fault and the blame can always be shifted back to the female, even if she's beaten and battered, he'll bring it back to, well, why'd you stay with them? There's something, must be, and there's some truth to that. Like, if you're staying with someone, there's some work that needs to be done in you. If you're being mistreated so harshly and you're staying, or, you're having multiple kids after that, and so on and so forth, there's some truth to that. But this projection thing, how no man is ever at fault, it's not that it's because he loves men so much and he's sticking up for all the men. It's because he's talking about himself and every man.